What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Nio with the ticker symbol NIO. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So you can see that Nio is trying to make a measure move target up. You can see that this was the prior size leg in the past, and we started the second leg, and the second leg is targeting the 664 level. So again, that's where the bulls are attempting to reach. Measure move targets aren't always reached, so we could fail right now and continue trending down lower. The bulls do have this trend line in play, but if this trend line breaks, there's not a lot of support left for the bulls to use. We're probably just going to continue trending down to the mid to low fives, possibly even lower from there. So again, the bulls are trying to get to this measuring target at the 663, 664. They're trying to get back up with the $7 level. It's a critical level because it was prior support, and if price comes back to it, there's a good chance it can act as resistance for the downside in the future. The first step would be to get back above this trend line right here that I drew off the swing highs. So this downward trend line is the first step for the bulls to have a nice rally. It would be breaking that trend line and then getting above the $7 level and holding as support, and then that could lead to further upside. So until then, this is still bearish. We're just seeing a pullback occur in this downtrend. So this is a pullback right here, and it failed. This was all a large pullback right here, and it failed. So we do see these counter trend rallies, but the big trend is still overall down for Nio. So again, overall down. Short term, we can still see further upside occur, but again, it can fail. Usually, when the bigger pattern is down, the counter trend might not fully reach the target they're trying to reach, obviously, right? Because the imbalance is towards the downside. So for example, if we have a downtrend, this pullback right here, it might not reach the top side of the channel. So let's say we have a channel working its way down, something like that, and we have, price moving back and forth in a nice channel like it does usually. So if we hit the bottom, the expectation would be for price to hit the top, right? However, when the overall context is down, sometimes you'll hit the bottom and it's too weak to reach the opposite side, and then it'll fail and still continue trend down lower. So that's why, people say don't counter trend trade. Even if you do see the opportunity to buy for the move up higher, it might not do that because, the overall direction is down, and the imbalance for the bears might be stronger than the imbalance for the bulls. So the bulls might get stopped halfway because the bears are overall stronger, and price can just continue trending down lower. So that's what can happen here. So that's why, that's another example why technical analysis, this is just a prediction, right? I'm predicting price can move up higher, but again, if it doesn't, I know why it didn't, because overall the trend is still down, and it's a very strong downtrend. So it's not a shock to me if price doesn't reach that target. Either way, traders who are going long have to be careful and understand that it might not fully reach that target, and they have to have, some type of plan B in place. But either way, that's what I see in the short term. A little bit more upside to a 663, maybe the 7. If it's really bullish, it can always overshoot the target also. But I'm not expecting anything more than that. I would be expecting more downside from right now, or if we do see higher prices from the low 7s. This is not what I'm expecting. A really nice move up higher for Nio, something like that. I'm not expecting this to occur. It doesn't look likely as of right now. You can see the bulls on the first push up higher. Look how big it was. It wasn't even that big. So if the first push up higher was like this large, okay, then we could probably see a lot more further upside. But look at the first push was so small, and market generally moves in twos, and you can see that it's barely reaching this target right now. So the first push was like that, and we're getting another push of similar size, maybe, and it could probably roll over. If the first push was large, okay, well that tells me that we could probably see a similar size leg in the future, and that probably would have led to much more higher prices. Let's take a look at the weekly, and it's basically just a pullback in this downtrend, making lower highs, lower lows, basically since January of 2021. It's already a 3-year bear market, and Chinese stocks are just not doing much. We're still below the weekly EMA, still below this trend line, still below $7 level, and it may just continue trending down lower and lower towards these lower price levels. You can see that if this was the historical lows where price did find support, we may see those levels being reached once again in the future. So that's all I have for Nio on the daily weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.